Good morning, students of Class 5. My name is Nupura Daniel, and I welcome you all to your very first online class for literature in English. The things you require for this class are a notebook, something to write with, and maybe some sketch pens and stickers to make your work more fun and interesting. Let us begin with the very first poem in our syllabus, A Laughing Song by William Blake. Before we can proceed any further, I would request you to copy down this poem in your notebooks for future reference. When the green woods laugh with the voice of joy, and the dimpling stream runs laughing by, when the air does laugh with our merry wit, and the green hill laughs with the noise of it, when the meadows laugh with lively green, and the grasshopper laughs in the merry scene, when Mary and Susan and Emily with their sweet round mouths sing, ha ha he. When the painted birds laugh in the shade, where our table with cherries and nuts is spread, come live and be merry and join with me to sing the sweet chorus of ha ha he. Now that we've finished reading the poem, let's attempt to understand it a little better. And for this, I've written down the meanings of the new words found in the poem. You may write them down as I read them out for you. Woods, an area of land covered with trees or simply a forest. Dimpling is to produce a dimple in the surface of something. Now a dimple is a small dent or depression, like when we smile we may have a dimple in our cheek. Merry is happy. Wit means intelligence, cleverness. Meadows is a piece of grassland used for keeping hay. Lively is full of life and energy. Painted is brightly colored. And chorus is a part of a song which is repeated after each verse. Now, for example, in our school anthem, the chorus would be Semper Sursum, let the flag unfold, stand firm, stand true, need the green, maroon, blue and gold, because we repeat it after each verse. Children, I hope you enjoyed reading this poem as it was such a fun and enjoyable poem. So now let's look at this poem from an academic point of view. And for that, I've listed out certain themes that are prevalent in this poem: happiness, love for nature, friendship, and personification. So we'll take these up one by one. The first one, happiness, as is very obvious from the title of the poem, A Laughing Song. The theme of happiness is prevalent throughout the poem. Right from the very beginning, when the green woods are laughing, the dimpling stream is laughing, the air is laughing, the green hills are laughing, and the meadows are laughing, Mary, Susan, and Emily are laughing. This theme of happiness and laughter is prevalent throughout the poem. Now, the second theme of the poem, love for nature, is rightly decided by the background setting in which the poem is written. And what, according to you, is the background setting? Yeah, correct. It's a forest. For instance, we see that the poet is surrounded by nature on all sides. He's probably sitting in the lap of nature in this green meadow and writing the poem with a stream, dimpling stream flowing nearby. He's probably surrounded by green hills. He has a grasshopper nearby, and he's probably set up a picnic table as well. All which prove the poet's love for nature and how much he enjoys being in the company of nature. Now the third theme of the poem is friendship. You may have noticed in the second stanza that the poet talks about three girls, Mary, Susan and Emily. Now, we don't know who these girls are, but I think it's safe to assume that they may be his friends, which is why in the third stanza, he invites them to come live and be merry with him and join with him to sing the sweet chorus of ha ha he. Now, where he's inviting them is in the green forest surrounded by nature, where he set up a picnic table with cherries and nuts. So the poet not only enjoys the company of nature, but he also enjoys the company of his friends, which is why he is inviting them to join him in singing the sweet chorus of ha ha he. A side note, it is also possible that the poet is talking to the readers, that is you and me, and inviting us to give him company and join with him and be merry in the company of nature and sing the sweet chorus of ha ha he. Now we come to our last theme in the poem, that is personification. Now, what is personification according to you? To make it a little easy, let's divide the word into two halves, that is person and ification. Now person means a human being or the qualities of a human being, and ification is used as a suffix over here, which when combined makes the word personification. So when a writer gives the qualities of a human being to a non-human, that is known as personification. Now this poem is filled with examples of personification. Let's look at the very first line, where the green woods laugh. The dimpling stream runs laughing by, so runs and laughing. Then the air does laugh. The green hill laughs. The meadows laugh. The grasshopper laughs. And in the third stanza, the painted birds laugh. Now be honest with me, I'm sure none of you have heard forests, streams or grasshoppers laughing. But we as human beings, we laugh. We possess the quality of laughter. So what the poet has done is he's given the quality of laughter possessed by us human beings to non-humans like birds, grasshoppers and non-living things such as hills and streams. Now this is known as personification. Oh wait, here's a real life example for you. Because of the really strong wind, the tree looks like it's dancing. So there's an example of personification for you. Now, why does a writer or a poet use this literary device of personification? Is because it makes the poem or the literary work so much more colorful and descriptive. And as is the case with this poem, the poet is in such a good and happy mood that he feels that wherever he looks, whether it's at the green hills or at the dimpling stream, he feels that everything is laughing with him. Now, these were some of the questions at the back of the poem, and let's discuss them in brief. How does the poet describe the following: the stream, the green hill and the meadows? We can simply say that he describes the stream, the green hill and the meadows by using personification. He says that the dimpling stream laughs running by. He says that the green hill laughs with the noise of the dimpling stream and the air. And he says that the green meadows laugh with a lot of life and energy. The second question is easy as well. You may just refer to the text while answering these questions. What are the grasshoppers, birds and children doing? Now, as is given very clearly in the poem, grasshopper is laughing in the merry scene. The birds, the painted colorful birds, are sitting in the shade of a tree and are laughing as well. And what are the children doing? Children Mary, Susan and Emily are singing the sweet chorus of ha ha he with their round mouths. Alright, the third question now. When the painted birds laugh in the shade. Here the poet seems to be talking about a painting of a landscape. Do you agree? And give reasons. No, I do not agree, because I feel the poet is talking about real, colorful, brightly colored birds that are sitting in the shade of a tree. And why do I feel that way is because the poet is sitting in the lap of nature in a green forest surrounded by nature, birds and grasshoppers. So no, I don't think he's talking about a painting of a landscape. Now question number 4. Why is the poet asking us to join the sweet chorus along with him? What do you understand about the poet's intention in doing this? As was very clearly discussed in the themes, I feel that the poet is asking us to join in because he is a very friendly person and enjoys the company of his friends, and wants us to share the joy that he is experiencing. Now the fifth question is, do you think the poet expresses his love for nature through this poem? Give reasons to support your answer. Yes, the poet most definitely expresses his love for nature through this poem. We discussed about it while covering the themes, and you may cite one of the many examples that are found throughout the poem. So this brings us to the end of the first poem in our syllabus. Children, I hope you had fun studying this poem. I will be attaching a worksheet along with this video to be done as an assignment. So please make sure that you complete it. And on that note, I think we're good to go. Stay home, stay safe.